Hi guys, welcome back to CantoHousewife. Today we're gonna dive into another one of my favorite New Year treat, jindo or fried sesame ball with homemade red bean fillings. This is the ingredient list for the red bean fillings. First, measure out 100 grams of red bean. I chose to use the Japanese red bean because I think it's sweeter and nuttier compared to the Chinese one, but you can use whichever you want. Rinse it a few times and then soak it with cold water overnight. This can help remove the bitter taste from the red bean skin. This is how it looks like the next morning. You can see the red color in the water. Just rinse it a few times until it runs clear and then drain the red bean. Next, put the red bean in the pressure cooker and then pour in 300 ml of water. Cover the pot with the lid, turn the vent to seal, and then cook it on high pressure for 35 minutes. When it's done, let it naturally release the pressure. It takes about 30 minutes. This is how it looks like when it's done. Drain out all the water and then blend it until it's smooth. On a non-stick frying pan or wok, go ahead and put the red bean paste in there. If you are cutting the amount of sugar, you can add a little oil, but I chose not to. Turn the heat to low and keep stirring until it started to bubble. The water is evaporating from the red bean paste and it will slowly thicken. Now it's time to add the mak nga tong or maltose and the brown sugar. The maltose will help stabilize the red bean paste. If you choose not to use it, go ahead and add a little more sugar and a little bit of oil. The Chinese maltose are extremely hard and sticky to work with, so I recommend having a cup of hot water on the side when it's done so it will not stick to the spoon. It's very hard to wash off. I promise this is the most tedious part of the recipe. After all the sugar is melted and is thickened up, you can go ahead and put everything in a bowl and let it sit in the fridge for at least 2 hours until it's cooled down. Here is the ingredient list to mix the dough part for the sesame balls. This recipe will make 12 sesame balls. You can use store-bought red bean paste or lotus seed paste. If you don't have time, just make like 150 grams of them. Start by boiling half a cup of water and then melt the sugar. Measure out 100 grams of glutinous rice flour. Quickly pour the syrup into the flour while mixing. It will turn into this thick paste texture after the first round. Now add in the second round of glutinous flour and keep mixing until the dough doesn't stick to your hand. You might need to add more flour if it's not ready. When the dough is ready, add half a teaspoon of oil and incorporate it well. Cover the dough and let it rest for 30 minutes. When it's ready, take the red bean paste out and separate it into 12 servings. Gently roll them into balls and set aside. If it gets too sticky, you can put some glutinous flour on it, but I didn't need to. Roll the dough out into strips and separate it into 12 equal parts. Roll each piece into a ball. Make a small indent in the middle and then put one piece of the red bean filling at the center. Keep turning and pinching the skin to close it and then roll them into balls. Again, pinch the skin with your thumb and index until the opening is closed. Combine 1 tablespoon of glutinous flour with water. This will help the sesame stick on the rice ball. Cover each rice ball with the water mixture and then coat it with the sesame seed. Press them gently to make sure the sesame seeds stick to the rice ball. Heat up some oil in a pan to about 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Gently add the sesame ball to the hot oil. Fry it over medium heat and turn it frequently. When it started to float, gently press down on the sesame ball and it will start to puff up. Keep frying until it's golden brown and puffed, and the whole process takes about 6 to 8 minutes. Jindo or fried sesame balls are a popular treat during Chinese New Year because they are believed to symbolize prosperity, growth, and unity. It's crispy on the outside while soft and chewy in the interior. It's definitely one of the Cantonese classic. Alright, that's it for today's video. Make sure you check out all my other playlists and I will see you in the next video.